welcome to Superfoods2superyou. It's January and we've all overindulged and we all go back to the gym, healthy diet to build us up for the summer. So we're in our bikinis. We've all done it, I've done it too. So what I'm doing today is my whole family are eating healthy as far as I know whilst they're here. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to make coconut and date flapjacks. So what I've popped in here, we've got 200 grams of unsalted butter, 150 grams of chopped dates, 100 grams of honey, 50 grams of maple syrup. I'm going to pop it on and melt it slowly. What we'll do, we'll wait for the butter to melt. The dates will then sink into the butter and the honey will all join together and it'll go all gooey, and we'll then bash the dates down. Now the sugar that we're using is obviously no sugar, so we're getting our sugar from the honey and the dates. Also we could add a little bit of prune juice if you wanted to, but for me that's fine at the moment. So what I'm going to do, because there's two parts to this, the first one is to mix all the ingredients together over the cooker and bash all the dates down, and then we need to pop it in the oven. So I'm going to put the oven on, so it's already preheated, 160 degrees. And what you'll need is a baking tray like this and lined with greaseproof paper. To be honest, because I always do things quickly and fast, I won't actually pop more grease on to greaseproof that paper, because it uses the grease from the butter. That'll be fine, and we'll be able to peel this off after, once obviously it's cooked and we've let it set for 10 minutes so that it can hold its own form. Okay, so what we're doing is we're waiting for all this to melt together. I've got it on 6 at the moment. I think I might put it up to 7, but be careful. If you do put it up, make sure that you're there all the time so that we're not going to burn any of these ingredients. With the butter, to help it melt quicker, I've chopped it into small blocks. That's combining nicely. The dates, obviously you need to de-seed the dates because they have got their seeds in there, and get that chopped. So rather than you watching me do it all, I thought I'll be quicker today, because we know how much time we've got less time on our hands now, haven't we, due to all the technology and things out there for us. But we do need to eat a healthy diet, especially whilst a lot of us spend time on the computers. So we need to make sure that diet's healthy and we are getting the exercise as well. We could spend all day on the computer and not really move. Very time consuming. But this is just quick and easy, and as you can see, it's all forming. Let me show you. As you can see, it's all forming together. So we let that form together and then we'll leave it till it starts bubbling. But give it a stir every now and then. In the meantime, what I've done, I've put 100 grams of coconut with 400 grams of the porridge oats. Weighed that already, because what we're going to do is, once this is heated and we've been able to make those dates, smash those dates down with the back of the wooden spoon, we're then going to add coconut and porridge oats into the mixture. Okay, so this is bubbling along nicely. Here we go. On this channel, what we'll do, I'm going to let you see how to change your whole lifestyle. This is the first step, and on this channel, as you can see, we're swapping foods for the superfood. So we're going for the more healthy option. There's too much sugar in the diet. The experts noted a long time ago that it was fat, but actually they've now come to realise it isn't actually the fat, it's sugar. And a lot of people are addicted to sugar, especially our youngsters, because they've been brought up with sugar surrounding them all the time. When you go to the superstores, all you see is sugar. You're waiting at the queues at the checkouts. There they have their appealing sweets and stuff. Just grab a packet of sweets to help, so that you'll keep your child quiet while you continue shopping. It's just it's very addictive. And sometimes what you'll notice is when you stop eating the sugar, you will actually get a headache, where your body's just adjusting. But at the end of the day, diabetes type 2, that's caused by the wrong foods, by eating sugary foods. Type 1 is actually a medical condition, but type 2, you can actually reverse that as well if you do exercise and eat the right foods. Okay, so in here we have 200 grams of unsalted butter, 200 grams of honey, 50 grams of the maple syrup, and 150 grams of dates. And what I've done, while I'm talking, I'm actually bashing them down with the back of the wooden spoon. They're chopped anyway, and then what you can do is pull them towards you and squish them against the back of the spoon and pan. Squish them between the pan and the spoon. Okay, that's nice. Ooh. And that way as well, you're actually serving food, and because you bash them down, I mean, if you really wanted to, and you wanted this as a healthy option, but your children didn't like dates, you can actually chop them down into real small pieces so that they are undetected. Okay, then what I'm going to do, in here I've got the 400 grams of porridge oats and 100 grams of coconut. Okay, and that's coming together nicely. You've got the oozy, gooey. It smells gorgeous, actually. You can replace those flapjack bars that you buy from the shops. So if you look on the back of the packet, they might look healthy and appear to be healthy, but if you've got additives in your cooking and you can't read the ingredient, then you shouldn't add it. This way as well, you can get the children involved. Half-term holiday, get them to make some flapjacks. It might encourage them to eat this food as well. Because at first, it's not very appealing sometimes, and that's what a lot of the foodies are about. They're actually about making your food look appealing, making sure that this all looks lovely and it looks appealing, and nice colours and textures. Okay, so there we go. It's all pushed together. So what I'm going to do is pour it into the pan. So as I said to you, I haven't lightly greased this paper because there should be enough fat from the butter to actually ensure that the pan is greased, right? You can actually use a bigger pan than what I'm actually using. I'm just doing this one because I need to buy a new pan actually. There we go. So you pop that in the oven on 160, push it down, press it down gently. So the ingredients all mixed together nicely. It wasn't too dry. We have the right, and here we have. Okay, we're going to pop that into the oven, 160 for 25 minutes. What I tend to do, I've obviously. Okay, check out. This is the coconut and date flapjack. There we go. As you can see, some of it has got slightly burnt because as I mentioned, I was going to put some of the parchment paper over the top, and it's obviously, where the oven's fan assisted, it's obviously blown it slightly. But what I'm going to do, leave that for 10 minutes until it's cooled down, 10-20 minutes. and then we'll take it out of there and be able to cut it. So I'm just going to put that on the side. So don't forget to check out my recipe on Superfood2superyou. You can check out the recipe. The recipe will be uploaded shortly, and also we offer a service where we can send you the ingredients to your home, the right ingredients, and you'll be able to make this recipe yourselves rather than going out shopping and getting all the bits and pieces. So please bear that in mind. Thank you.